Wontumi runs to Lordina to beg Mahama. Chairman Wontumi no common sense. These are the people who think money is everything. Once I'm richer than you, then you are an idiot. We heard him speak like a 2-year-old, no common sense. Mahama is a rapist. Mahama is a pedophile. This idiot sat on TV and talked about how Mahama defiled his own maidservant because they were in power and they became so lawless. Nana Addo Dankwa sat down there and watched this dunderhead speak like an asshole. Excuse my French. I beg your pardon. I am angry every time I see this guy's face. He said that Mahama defiled his own maidservant. His wife had gone to the market. It hurts me that I'm repeating this. But for clarity, and when the wife went, he called the maidservant into his room and Oyeno. But this is what he said. A former president, a former vice president, a man who served our nation, no scintilla of corruption has officially been slapped him. Do you have evidence? This was what he said on his filthy Wontumi TV. My brother, my sister, this was the man when his government was running down the nation, borrowing $3 billion American dollars from the IMF and the World Bank. When Ken Ofori-Atta was busily milking us, taking his commission via data bank on every loan that he got into this country for facilitating loans. These are criminals. And everyone was crying in the country. Wontumi said he had so much millions in his pocket he was going to buy Chelsea Football Club. He became the Almighty. Everywhere he went, people were shouting, Chairman, Chairman. And he felt that, yes, that was it. He allegedly drove his galamseyers, including those he brought from China, to go into the Nimri forest and desecrate the forest and steal our gold. After stealing, because his party was in power, he still came on TV and showed us the gold that he stole from us, and was spreading the propaganda that the forest reserves have so much minerals. The white man just didn't want us to go in there. This was it. Normally, I like to recap some of the things about people I talk about. So if you are watching us for the first time, you know who we are talking about. This is Chairman Wontumi. Very little education. He went to England, teamed up with a woman. He got his papers. And after some time, somebody told him, we have a cheap country here called Ghana, where idiots like you can become managers of the economy. Come. And he came. And truly, he realized that what he couldn't do in England, he could do it here. 100%, and no policeman could cough. His name was enough to scare every law away from him. These idiots were in power. Today, my brother, my sister, we already carried a story where he went out begging Mahama. It looks like Mahama has told him, Wontumi, you know what? It's not about me. Whatever you have said about me, I've left you to God. Like Kufuor told Rollins, Papa no minim dia mi ayeno. Mi duna manyame. Mahama told him, I've forgiven you for everything you have said. The sins you have committed, they are not against me. They are allegedly against the state. And the state machinery will take time to analyze this and take you through a trial. It looks like Wontumi has realized that the 15 years might not even be enough for him in jail. The 15 years people are talking about. His own director manager has turned his back against him. Right now, he has realized that his party cannot do anything after stealing our money. Go and build a useless hole there that they claim they were putting a cathedral on. Today, it looks like Wontumi has gathered his Ashanti regional people. You know, he's the Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP, and that is their World Bank, is their biggest whatever in terms of votes. After all, the party was created and originated in the Ashanti region. He has gathered the people. And one of his hatchet men says this. Watch this. What is he saying? He's saying this. Paul Yendo runs to Lodina to beg President Mahama over Wontumi's verbal attacks. Mahama has told you already. You have said so many things about me. I've forgiven you. Right now, your problem is with the state. I am not the state. Deal with the state. Now, the Jantua is going to Lodina. What emotional blackmail. Now, watch this. Now, the Ashanti Regional Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party, Paul Yando, has appealed to President John Dramani Mahama to pardon the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, Bernard Enchibo-Siako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, for any offense he may have committed against him. Now, according to Yando, Chairman Wontumi may have gone overboard in some of his utterances about the president. He described Wontumi's comments as unfortunate, but noted that they were made in the heat of political discourse. He therefore pleaded with President Mahama to temper justice with mercy and consider Wontumi's statements as mere political talk rather than a personal attack. That's it. Who is Paul Yando? You know him? Communications person of the Ashanti region. My brother, it's not anything personal against Mahama. So you see how they want to play on the minds of Ghanaians. Oh, this matter is in court because Wontumi insulted Mahama. Do you know the amount of insult Mahama has stomached? As for Mahama, I pray he doesn't die before me. If he does, I will be at the post-mortem for the first time. I've never seen a post-mortem. I will open his stomach and count the number of insults. They are like the stars in the skies. They are like the sand on the seabed. Every idiot wakes up and his Mahama is insulting. Even me, I've insulted him before. Everybody wakes up and Mahama is his insult bag. If we have a punching bag, then we have an insulting bag too. An insult bag. When Wontumi was personally attacking him, it was not political. He called him a rapist. He called him a pedophile. And he didn't have a scintilla of evidence. Such a man is a demon. He has wife, children, family. You will call him a rapist. His children go to school. Oh, your father is a rapist. Your father, they chop the maid servant for house. Abba, because of politics. But again, Mahama says, hey, listen. This is what he told Wontumi. You are not the only person who has ever attacked me personally. Have you seen me go after anybody? No. Even Kennedy Japan called me a fool and a thief. Kwasia sano, kromfo, Mahama kromfo, Mahama kwasia. And those words, they sound heavy in my mouth. I beg your pardon. On tape. Kennedy Japan met Mahama. And he thought that Mahama was going to explode in his face. But Mahama met him with a smile and embraced him and started cracking a joke. He said, hey, Ken, no. Let us say me watch you. Hey, wow, home fence so papa. Bema no. And Ken couldn't talk. At that point, Mahama had to move. And when Ken was moving, he turned back, trying to come and tell Mahama, oh, Mahama, we the one me ferry. But why? But Mahama was already gone. So he came on radio and TV and is on record having Kene Japan. And I salute him for that. Apologizing to Mahama even before he became president. He said he was sorry for whatever he said against him, that he never knew Mahama was such a gentleman. So my brother, this issue about Wontumi going to court is the state versus Wontumi. The republic versus Wontumi. It's not Mahama versus Wontumi. No. When you went to Nimri Forest allegedly to destroy flora and fauna, brought Chinese all the way from China, who couldn't do a quarter of what they did to us here, via your foolishness, you brought them to destroy our land. Was Mahama there? Nana Addo sat down. The little dwarf told us that you were not engaged in any galamsey. Such an irresponsible dwarf.
One word that or no are using is say. One one ne wesa what using is say. But what was will be a di Mahama atem. Nipa na tem na odi Mahama no and sem fata uye Jimmy Fuo. What you say? Wo flow be dwarf. And what will blame will be so be do be atem. Ya na mo Jimmy ana. Mo de mu emotions na mo de kasa mo ya moa. Me won da bia me say I won't talk about me fa say bia obi aka maintain me the emotions e kan asem dia phobe wo ye Jimmy for power. Wo dwin so obi somebody is talking about him obi do obi atamo se enye narrator yet wo Jimmy ya wo gina we abodwumu kan sa papo no wo kwase ampanyi te se wo say the narrator wo pese wo do obi atamo no sa so obi so be do obi atem enti sa atem de ne ye normal de a wo Jimmy papa na sabe chama wontumi nkwa na ye galam se wo Ghana wo Jimmy ntina wonim de semi amete no obi aba say hey obi medical mo obi yes ye nipa ne de akofa ge Jimmy nipa no oba fie no na ge bitim manhuna I will say oh nipa ne nye boni bia galam say ene wo ye Jimmy fontina mo blemu chama wontumi no wo a wogina ho no wo tan chama wontumi because chama wontumi wo sikase no mesana mi hono sabe se chama wontumi wasema wo ka no o ka ma na koye se chama wontumi kra he don't deserve to be wo ye Jimmy Ghana Haiti, the reason why Chama won't me answer no. Mimi wouldn't say your tiny Jimmy and Amodi attacking because Galam say koso. My Jimmy to the extent say me answer because at the end I must say no. At the end when yema da so Mahama a hypocrite. Wo would would na hono. Who did Chama won't me atem say we involving Galam say. Now we praise Mahama now what gold border or they told Galam say gold. We a Jimmy for. The ha the bema who standard. Wo praise Mahama. Say wo ya de we a good man. Na ebom Chama wontumi a criminal. Na Mahama na wati gold board editor Galam say gold no ye den. We a Jimmy for. When mo munim nyansa ho. We what na na brof obeke kan kwase abrofo sa at the end no or kasa for ono ne selfish interest we a Jimmy. What I say? Where you exam we a Jimmy because me ametie. There is yemfa emotions enkasawo say what time will be intino kwase to wo flame Mahama Akufo-Addo so ye dwarf na wo sabe winya Akufo-Addo wo ablabo man kan eni anka wa wie ye ni Jimmy anka any winning politicians are the same Mahama otwe sabe wo permanent so 8 years be woni ye Ghana for be no okrom Jimmy wan ye din atem wo wugina wo sensi akura no udi obi atem udi Akufo-Addo atem wo Jimmy te say wo udi Akufo-Addo tena kwase obi di Mahama atem na ye de nipa na wo di Mahama atem wo te say wo a nipa na wo si wo di Mahama atem na wo Jimmy wo nti ase no wo te say wo adem tena ma Jimmy sa imagine say wo si obi ayade yes obi funkwa efunya wo di Akufo-Addo atem ba you don't want people to insult Mahama because ebia wo pe Mahama asem wo ya boa We are Jimmy, send your one pair for the Atema, would not attempt. Sano being some pem, and Mahama small bedding attempt. And the service, a ban is sadia, a cross multiplication. You don't need to talk against anyone because Jimena woke us a man for Jimena. You are discussing it. Once who repeated that same Jimmy, we are poor.